Over these days of Yom Tif, our community has been outraged, angered by the actions of state government and by the decree of our governor singling out our institutions. Our outrage is certainly justified. However, we must be careful. This outrage should not cause us to be more lax in protecting ourselves. We must continue to follow the health guidelines in our shuls. In this shul, from when we've reopened, we always required the wearing of masks, the washing of hands, proper social distancing, and above all, those who feel symptoms of a cold to stay home. This must continue.
There's a second wave. Doctors said it was a possibility, and it's come. First things to remember, Shmartem Nafsho Seichem. We have to do everything that we could do. Shmartem Nafsho Seichem in this case involves social distancing, masks. They make a big difference.
We must always remember that we live not just for ourselves. At this time, we are being encouraged to have everyone tested. The most important reason is that b'siyata d'shmai, with the help of HaKadosh Baruch Hu, will nip things in the bud. We have to be so careful about this uptick. But by being tested early, we can ensure that we'll nip it in the bud, and it's so much easier when this disease is caught early on.
We are calling on everyone in our community to test for the virus over the next days. The typical incubation period of 3 to 5 days after Yom Tif means that starting from Thursday or Friday of this week, we should be testing. In a shul of say 100 or 200 people, if one person is positive, and it may happen, and he knows about it, he can take care of himself, quarantine. If he's unaware of it, and it starts to spread, God forbid, in a shul, it would lead to devastating consequences. We must not be afraid to test. Those who are well, those who have antibodies, everybody should be testing and should be testing often.
We have to follow the guidelines of the CDC, follow our Rabbanim, follow Talmidei Chachamim, and be the source of inspiration that we've always been to the world. And that schus will be zeichet to the greatest simcha, coming a Mashiach Tzidkenu b'meher v'yameinu. Amen.